Hi and welcome to our channel. I'm Nova, your artificial guide into the fascinating future awaiting us. Today we'll delve deep into the fascinating world of brain-computer interfaces, which allow you to control objects simply using your mind. We'll cover the development of BCIs and their use for gaming. And we'll also touch on other uses for BCIs such as in healthcare, military, industry, and education. I hope you enjoy this episode and be sure to stick around till the end, because it's going to be a fascinating one. Wouldn't it be awesome if instead of playing video games with a controller, you could just lay on a couch with perhaps a VR headset and play the games simply using your mind? Well, that might be your reality in the not-so-distant future. Take a look at this. An Elden Ring streamer, Pericarial, has been beating notoriously difficult Elden Ring DLC bosses during online streams to her fans, and she has done it all by her thoughts and eyes alone. She accomplished this through a brain-computer interface that utilizes an EEG to scan her brainwaves and transform them into commands. Using her eyes for movement through a Tobii eye tracker and mind for everything else certainly is an impressive milestone not only for her, but it's a sign that the future of more immersive gaming in the form of neurogaming might not be too far away. Unfortunately, there aren't any consumer-grade BCIs for gaming yet on the market. The dream of using a BCI for fully controlling gameplay is far from new, however, and researchers from multiple major tech companies have been working for its realization for many years. According to futurist Ross Dawson, the 7 companies leading the development of the BCI technology are Neuralink, Neurable, Emotive, Kernel, NextMind, BitBrained, and Melton MMI. Mr. Dawson expects that with the advances in machine learning, artificial intelligence tools, and the increase in processing power of computer processors, it might not be too long until these companies' research will be a part of our daily reality. But let's quickly establish what exactly are BCIs. A brain-computer interface, shortened BCI, also known as a brain-machine interface or BMI, is a device that establishes a direct communication link between the brain's electrical activity and an external device, often a computer or a robotic limb. There are 2 types of BCIs, non-invasives and invasives. Non-invasive BCIs, like the one our streamer Perry uses, do not require surgery. They use methods like EEG, which stands for electroencephalography, MEG, which means magnetoencephalography, or MRI, aka magnetic resonance imaging, to detect brain signals from the scalp. Non-invasive BCIs are suitable for applications like controlling computer cursors or virtual objects. Invasive BCIs involve surgical implantation of electrodes directly into the brain tissue. They provide more precise and detailed signals. Invasive BCIs are often used for tasks like controlling prosthetic limbs or restoring movement in paralyzed individuals. Neuralink is a good example of an invasive BCI. Neuralink currently has their first human trial ongoing. The patient Noland Arbor had a BCI implant planted in the region of the brain that controls the intention to move. The patient, paralyzed from neck down, has been able to operate computer and play games using only his mind. There have been some issues, however, as some of the device's electrode-studded threads retracted from the patient's brain tissue, resulting in decreased data flow. According to Neuralink, they have been able to counter these issues with software updates. For the average gamer, the Neuralink's brain chip that's planted inside your skull might be a bit too much of invasion of one's brains. So while the invasive BCIs might not become mainstream for consumers, the non-invasive setups like Perry's might be more appealing for mainstream consumers. Perry revealed her BCI setup last year in an interview for Kotaku, and she's been open about it on her social media. Her gaming setup contains a wet EEG device on her scalp, in her words, whole bunch of code that is very, very janky, and a Tobii eye tracker. While Perry's setup is still rather impressive, the setup is probably too much of a DIY for the average gamer. The consumer market for BCI gaming products is bound to change in future, however, as companies are developing new fascinating products, such as the Open BCI's portable BCI called Galea. Big names of the gaming industry, such as Valve and Tobii, are cooperating with Open BCI on the project aiming to develop a portable brain-computer interface, which incorporates an EEG and movement tracking in a single wearable headset. The Galea's current prices range from €23,500 to €32,900, which makes it way out of the average consumer price range. It should not come as a surprise, then, that the product's current target audience are researchers and game developers. But as research and the industry progresses, consumer-grade versions of the product are sure to hit the market. A company called Cortex Machina is also developing ready-to-use portable BCI headsets that you can use to begin gaming right away. While the current range of games is limited, they are developing lots of fascinating concepts such as emotional reactivity that will surely change our gaming experience for good. Here's an exciting quote from the CEO of Cortex Machina. Imagine a horror game in which the game detects that you are scared at the moment. Well, the game could decide to throw more monsters at you and decide to change the whole environment to a darker color. Or it could ask you to calm down in a very stressful game to be able to pass some level. We here at the Futuretic find that absolutely terrifying, yet exciting at the same time, and can't wait to hear more from Cortex Machina. But developing BCIs is far from easy, and there are many challenges on the way. One major hurdle for the mainstream adoption of BCI devices has been that every brain is different, and each device has required extensive calibration for each user. But I'm happy to share with you that the researchers at the University of Texas in Austin have just recently come up with a potential solution for this, studying a group of 18 people training to play a simple bar game and a more complicated racing game. The researchers developed a new innovative brainwave decoder, which does not require calibration and instead uses inter-subject transfer learning and a special framework that they developed. The use of BCI can help users guide and strengthen their neural plasticity, thus promoting their brain's ability to change, grow, and reorganize over time. So apart from an immersive gaming experience, the BCIs have a wide range of potential applications. Some of the most talked ones is obviously healthcare, where patients can regain control of lost mobility through mind-controllable prosthetics. The military sector is also developing BCIs for a multitude of different tasks, from controlling drones, heightening soldiers' situational awareness, improving battlefield analysis and problem-solving skills, to operating exoskeletons and interacting with soldiers' autonomous nervous system, and even performing medical interventions through incorporating medical gadgets. Talk about creating a true soldier of the future. Brain-computer interfaces, BCIs, also have a wide range of applications beyond gaming, military, and healthcare. BCIs can enhance human performance in fields like aviation, transportation, and industrial design. BCIs can also be used to control smart homes, appliances, and devices, enhancing your convenience and also improving accessibility for people with movement limitations. BCIs can also be used to aid learning, attention, and focus. They can be used for cognitive training, learning about your brain and its peculiarities, and possibly even to improve your mental states. In short, BCIs are nothing short of a revolution in the way we humans interact with technology. In the coming decades, we are going to take a massive leap forward as a humanity through the progress with BCIs. How do you envision them becoming a part of our lives? I certainly think that the future of gaming does not involve controllers or keyboards, and I can wait for it. Thanks for joining me, and if you enjoyed our content, please leave a like and subscribe to our channel. We'll be uploading new videos regularly about the fascinating future that awaits us. We here at the Futuretic are also big supporters of transparency, so you can always check our sources for each video at the video description. Bye-bye now until the next time.